Hey there, sign of Aries. This is Kim. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's get into your reading. I'm going to use the Urban Tarot, which is mixed up. So I just go ahead and point out that means there will be reversals in the reading. So let's give it a little shuffle. If it resonates and you would like a private reading, that information's in the description box below. And thank you for all the ways that you help support this channel. Your beautiful comments. And subscribe if you find it resonates, because then you may get some information that you need. I am the messenger. I am the messenger. Let's see. So, messages for Aries, please. Filming this April 2025. This deck got a little wet. That's why it's so fluffy. It's all right though. Good deck. Whoa. Well, okay, why are we starting off with that? I wonder. Three of Swords is what we're starting with. Okay. Wow. 2 for the outcome. Oh, okay. And the thing that you maybe are not aware of that's coming is on the bottom of the deck, and that is the Eight of Wands. I'm sorry. Big difference. Good news. Something moving fast. Okay, we have the World card in a reverse for the past energy, as well as this Justice here in the reverse for in the environment. I think these two are connected for sure, because it involves a partnership or a contract that is ending that you felt was not balanced in the first place. And so I'll tell you, it feels off. The energy feels a little off, like unfair, unfair, unjust. Could be that somebody did something to you that was very unfair, unjust, and so I just get the feeling like you're okay with this ending, if there's an ending here with the Three of Swords, if that's what it represents to you. Because the card that represents how you're feeling, Aries, is the Four of Wands. And I mean, that's when we're celebrating. So it's a different kind of combination, but I could see somebody celebrating. If something was really hard to go through, if there was, I don't know, if there was cheating, if there was a loss, heartache, it could be associated with this challenging person. That's the Queen of Cups reverse. This would be somebody's kind of, they're a little bit detached from their heart space. Because they're able to manipulate a person using emotion, and in order to even do that, you can't really be not really a very heart-centered person yourself. So this person was very manipulative, and especially on an emotional level, and they're not they may have not been the best listener either. Tell me more about the past energy here. Let me get a little shuffle in. Okay, tell me about the past energy for Aries. What's the chapter that needs wrapping up? Oh, shit. Another Three of Swords. Yeah, It's this. It's this thing. It's this. Temperance is in the reverse. When everything's a mess, it's not healed, people aren't getting along, chemistry's not there, it's divine timing, right, for something to move into different. This was a heartbreaking chapter that you had to go through. I'm sorry. It is. Or it was. No, it is. It's something, because it's something you're still dealing with. I don't really want to define that. I don't feel like we need to define that. I'm going to see how the energy might be shifting in the environment since we have this justice in the reverse. Tell me about the energy in the environment and how it might be shifting, please, Spirit. There's going to be a new opportunity. I think it brings your 9 of Pentacles. Because I have 9 of Pentacles up here to goal and destiny. And so you have a Page of Pentacles, which is like the seed that you plant, the investment, it's like a new pathway, but there's usually a financial word of financial gain that's associated with it. And gain is written right here on the card. The 9 of Pentacles is what you're going to or towards. It's in your goal and destiny is to be financially completely independent on your own, as far as like you could be in a relationship, but it's not something that you're gonna have a need for as far as like anything materially or anything like that. Like you're going towards complete self-reliance, independence, and a big financial gain with whatever this new thing is that you're going to invest in. So that's how the energy is shifting. It's coming to you because something has to balance the scales out here with the injustice. And this is probably very similar to what's coming in the environment. It's the Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Disc here. It's a beautiful card too. I love the colors on it. This is that new opportunity. It offers you, again, a big increase in your finances, your financial stability. It is completely new opportunity. So tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles, please. Whoa, too many. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. Yeah, news, message, or a letter about this opportunity coming in. Oh, this has been hard. Okay. So the Four of Wands here about how we're feeling is like we're about to have a completion of some sort. They're also wanting me to point out that with that Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, this is an opportunity that when it's coming, like you're going to feel it in your body. You're going to have a alertness and awareness to this news before this news actually enters your physical realm. They're just wanting me to add that because it might be something that you're already feeling at this time. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Okay. I almost didn't want to take them because there's so many of them. Yeah, well, I was getting with this Three of Swords that something was done or over to you. And there's just further indicate. So, I don't know. It's a celebration that something's completely done or over. And somebody's just not getting a second chance with you. You're not wanting to... It's not like forgiveness is something that is something you struggle with. It's just like not wanting to go down that same path like with this person because they are responsible for a lot of betrayal. 10 swords, you know. And the Tower is like, this ending's coming with this is drastic change. For you and whoever else is involved. It's drastic change. Yeah. But it's an ending, a complete ending. It's something that, like it's a completion. It's a wrap. It's going to be dismantling everything that hurt you and putting it in the past. Everyone. So you can expect pretty drastic change, I would think. And especially when it comes to like this gain or this money, it is gonna allow you to go on this new, look at that, on this new path, this new thing. I feel like you have a lot of good news. I was looking at the Two of Pentacles, being choices and decisions that bring in change coming into our lives, and balance and harmony. And you have the King of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Wands too on the bottom that you don't see, there's some really good news coming your way about your work, okay? About something that you have mastery level. At 8 plus the 2, that's 10 of Pentacles completion when it comes to work and mastery of, I don't know, some type of craft, skill. It's an ability that you use. It can make you money. It's going to, and you're going to get word or news that something that you've wanted to build for a long time, something that you've had to overcome, heartache, obstacles, you've had to deal with, even relationships getting in the way with what you're wanting to build. They're no longer going to be getting in the way. That's what they're saying the Tower is representing in this ending, is that by you not giving like a third, fourth, fifth chance, 10th chance for this to invade your peace of mind anymore, it's going to bring destruction to whoever this was or whatever this is, whatever this represented. But for you, you're going to start to see more hope enter in your life. You're going to start to see that now those were the challenges that you had to overcome, or just things in life that we had to karmically wrap up. And it's like it's a wrap. Now it's time for you to be very successful in what you build. And you're doing something where you're inspiring others. I get a feeling like that you help people bring balance to their life, and I don't know necessarily what that means. She is on a balance ball, doing her yoga, whatever that is, but I feel like it has to do with you working in harmony with the universe. It brings, whatever you do brings balance, and brings about changes so that people can develop their own skills or abilities. There's something tied to what you're building in your work in those regards. So, why do we fear this Tower in the reverse? Oh, okay. Why do we fear it? We might not fear it. We might be hoping that something isn't as drastic, or something, maybe hoping to avoid a Tower moment. But tell me more. Remember, it's just the hope or fear spot, but it does tell me a little bit about what's on the mind. The sadness of seeing something come down. Okay. But it's time. So it's time to release these 3 cups of sadness, disappointment, of what wasn't, of what just didn't build. I have the Queen of Wands on the bottom, divine counterpart to the King of Wands. So something is coming in with patience and divine timing. This is just heavy. It's real heavy. It's a sadness feeling of the Tower in the reverse. Let me get another one. So with this outcome, it's bringing me back to the challenge of this 3 of Swords energy. This challenge is the Queen of Cups, right? Now let's get one for this, in the hopes. I have Constellation, network, support, associates, in collection with, arrangement, socialize, influence, in connection with a large amount or quantity. Constellation. That's another 3. So the 6 of Wands in the reverse is when we're either when we're not feeling valued or appreciated like we should. I think it relates to this Queen of Cups person, but also it's like somebody didn't come through for us, or we weren't hitting our we weren't hitting our goals together. King of Swords. It's making, I mean, that's when your mind's made up on how you want to do things, how you want to go about things. There's a certain order, and something wasn't going in order that you, it's like a person that had a vision mapped out in their mind, and then this energy was part of your world, but wasn't falling in alignment with your passion and your vision. And also there's this feeling of not being appreciated. And so then we have the death card. So obviously this is like you putting your foot down and saying, no, there's going to be an ending here. Completely. Yeah, putting your foot down, the Emperor, exactly. Putting your foot down and saying, this is going to be an ending where you transform your life completely. Look at these very powerful people in authority positions. I'm really seeing these as you. I mean, because, well, you are the Emperor, but this King of Swords too. There's so much authority and power about your vision and about how you want to move forward. Maybe, and look, here's this independent Queen of Pentacles. They know how to make it work with not anything. They can build resources from farming the land or something, metaphorically. They can use what they've got to create and build something very solid and grounded. They're fertile. Everything they do multiplies, especially in the material realm. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is about. She can do it on her own. Doesn't mean you'd be all alone all the time, but there's something that you're going to be very successful at on your own. But it's gonna put you in a position of you're going to be the influence then at this point. It's like once you have this accomplishment under your belt, once you do this thing that is a big power move in your life, you're going to be very respected, but you'll also be looked up to, and you're going to be in a connection with a very large amount of people. Maybe on how you overcame, because with this Emperor energy, I'm just being drawn to the mountain in the back, and I'm thinking, this Emperor is like, no problem, no problem. The King of Wands, no problem. We can overcome. Look at all these masculine energies. So there's a lot of action. There's a lot of action. After a period where there was possibly none. Yeah, time for strategy, planning, Emperor in the reverse. But when you see the signs, you'll know when to move forward, Spirit says. 7 of Wands. Yeah, or for signs, the Hermit mode will help you. For signs, going inward, meditation, study, research. Because obviously, I mean, you're some sort of, or you could also have a very powerful friend on your side, in your corner. Somebody that is very smart, intellectual, and that can also give you maybe advice. Oh, nice. You may relate to the last, I think it'll be published by the time the last collective, the one I just did today. Flamingos, soulmates, lovers, union, courtship, dating, attraction, seduce, long-term potential, display of affection, charm, it factor. It's something that you're not going to feel like you constantly have to have your guard up against, or fear them hurting you in some way. With the shield, defensive, protect, support, safeguard, block, stand up for, heroic. These two cards both came out in the collective, so olive branch is peace. It's deciding to surrender to whatever the divine plan has here that's going to bring peace. It's disengaging, especially with conflict or arguing. You are a crack shot, and you have the dynamite card. So you are a crack shot, competent, superior, precise. Yeah, the expert, an expert. King of Swords, expert. Clear cut, dead on your intents. Impressive, accurate, skilled, excel, arrogant, first class. Dynamite says excitement, passion, action. Suspense, destroy, powder keg. Fantastic, energetic, to break up. A catalyst for change. unexpected, sudden, and fast. A firecracker. Maybe you've been called a firecracker before. You're a firecracker. Okay, let's close it off with an angel number message. Thanks for being here. You have 888. Beautiful. 16, 2 8s on the bottom. We break it down. So 888, as you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life, creating a place for abundance. I am abundant. All right, that's what I have for you today, Aries. Sending you love and light. Bye.